Hi, so we needed some more basil from the supermarket. I'm afraid it's the only place we can get ours from at this time of the year in the UK. As you can see, the plant is root bound. That basically means it's too big for the pot. I have this little gadget which allows me to not make too much mess in the utility room. I have a bigger size pot which will allow some growth of the plant, and I'm happy that it will fit into this flower pot on the windowsill. First thing I've done is I've brought some compost in from outside. I don't know if you can see, but I've actually mixed a little grit in with that. This is just supermarket or garden centre compost, but I've added a little grit in there to give extra drainage. I start off by putting a bit in the bottom, as you can see, and then we just very carefully squeeze the existing pot, and that should enable the plant to come out without too much damage. Can you see? Look, all the little roots have just pulled up and through the holes. Now in the springtime in the UK, I would be tempted to cut this into 2 or 4 pieces and pot up each individual piece into a pot. However, in the UK in January, the plants are not going to do brilliantly anyway. So the reason I'm actually potting it up is just to give the roots a bit more space, and hopefully the plant will live a bit longer. So at this point, you give it a gentle squeeze. You can see lots of the root endings. You've got the roots down there. I'm not going to play around with it too much. And you might notice it's really soggy. I've had it stood in some water for a few hours, so it's nice and moist. And then basically you pop it into your new pot, making sure the top is just under the surface of the new pot. And you just gently pop the soil around the outside, like so. Give it a little push down initially, and then you fill up the rest of the pot. You can see why I love this. It catches all the bits and bobs rather than it going all over the place. Just a gentle push down, nothing too mad. Give it a little tap and that will level out the soil within the pot. What I'm going to do now, because I don't like a dirty pot, and that is my sadness, I have this water here that I've been soaking it in, and I'm going to pop it in there so the pot gets clean, as you can see. And then I will pop it into my flower pot on the windowsill. It's as simple as that. It really isn't rocket science, everybody. And that will be happy there on the windowsill. Give it a little water every few days. Don't let it dry out. Basil does like some water. And then you're good to go. The only thing I will say, and I constantly tell my husband this, is how to pick it. So if we wanted a few leaves, the general idea is you would snip it just there above those 2 leaf nodes. Can you zoom in, Francha?
Yeah.
So you nip it there. If you just take the odd leaf here and there, the poor plant is a bit confused. Whereas if you take it off there, or indeed there, if you wanted more, it basically says to the plant, oh, hang on a minute, what's going on? And it encourages it to grow from those 2 little leaf nodes that are above the joint. Obviously, it's up to you. This is the way I've always done it. It's the way my mum has told me to do it. And it's always encouraged the basil to grow nice and bushy. And then you get more leaves off your plant, which is what you're looking for. Hope you get on okay. Give it a try. It's worth a go. Bye-bye for now.